The warrior is fearless. The warrior will just push through.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you, stand up with me just for a moment.
Sure.
Today we're going to watch Tony Robbins giving a one-on-one coaching, sort of a business coaching, but it's turning psychological. My name is Marco Sander, I'm a German psychologist, and let's get started.
Put out your fist. I didn't say push back. Why are you pushing back so hard?
Oh, sure. You didn't.
Because that's human nature.
Love the optimism.
What do you think is your greatest competitive advantage right now? Where do you think you are in the life cycle of your business? Most people's plans don't get implemented because they're too complex. I always tell people complexity is the enemy of execution. Tell me who your ideal client is right now.
Sure. Our competitive advantage is simple: supply chain.
How you doing, Michelle?
So good.
Good to see you.
Thank you. I'm Michelle Cordero Grant, founder and CEO of Lively. What we sell are bras and undies and swimwear today, but adjacency products will be coming tomorrow.
I'm a big believer in rip open the plan that you're going to do, but I always have that backup plan.
We started with an amazing conversation, talking through the business, talking through the strategy, me as a leader, and so forth.
I have zero question about your ability to succeed, because if you take away all the skills and you have that much drive and hunger, you'll figure it out.
It was nice that he kind of took a moment to acknowledge that you're going to do this no matter what, but it's really how you do this that's going to be game-changing in your personal life.
The number one predictive factor in at least psychotherapy is the relationship that's being built. And also then there are other factors coming up. For example, the belief of the psychologist in the coachee, the optimism, simply all this atmosphere that is being created, that is all an emotional transfer without like giving rational advice in any way. And Tony Robbins really means it. You can tell the way he says it, like this optimism is coming across, and I love that. It's a good foundation for starting such a coaching session.
My only piece for you is taking care of you so that this journey, you don't look back and have regrets.
Right.
Right? And the place that you have regret will probably not be the business, it will be in your personal life.
His approach is personal and it's tailored, which I think is amazing. I think that's why he's so effective, because he customizes to whoever he's interacting with.
I have no question she can succeed in business. My concern was I could feel that below that there's this lack of fulfillment and enjoyment, even though she's busting her tail. And my goal in life is not only help people achieve more, my goal is helping people have life on their terms. Tell me what are you going to go back with, and tell me what questions you might have or how I might be able to help.
Quite frankly, when I started the week, I thought I was going to be asking him more for business advice, but as I kind of went through the course of the journey, it changed because I really embraced what he says about it being 80% psychology and 20%, operations. And so I started to lean into that.
I actually also have a lot of business owners approaching me with very tangible stuff they want to change. I want to do more sales, I want to hire more people. And then we notice there's still some psychological, for example, fear holding them back, or another topic that is holding them back, or there's a reason why they feel so burnt out. And then over the course, we work on that to change the hardcore numbers. And sometimes we even dissolve the goals, and the goals change on the way. But it's interesting what she shared here, because that's a common pattern of entrepreneurs thinking very rationally, numbers got to go up, and then they come to those sessions and then they notice, oh, there was something emotionally that can really help me to change the rational numbers.
Imagine there's a set of archetypes.
Okay.
A warrior archetype, which
Yeah.
clearly you have within you. I'm going to break through this, I'm going to make this thing happen, right? But the warrior is the one that will go do battle. The warrior is fearless. The warrior will just push through.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you, stand up with me just for a moment.
Sure. He told me to stand up. I'm like, oh boy. Here we go. Where are we going? What are we doing?
Can you relate to the warrior in you?
Yeah. Of
If
course.
you had to instinctively say, where is the warrior in me, touch that part of your body, wherever that, oh, right here, okay, good. The warrior says, Michelle, all you need to do now, all you need to remember, all you need to do to go to the next level is, and give you the first response. So say, the warrior says, Michelle.
The warrior says, Michelle, all I need to do to get to the next level is focus.
I love that Tony Robbins here is not just giving advice, telling what she should do, but he's actually trying to evoke the insights of the coachee, and this is where it's getting most useful. And also he's using this body-focused approach. I think he's doing that a lot, like focusing on the body. And also the last years, I think psychologists and coaches are noticing that yes, we can talk about the rational stuff, but the emotions are also important. And not only the emotions, but also physically your body, that's also where all like the trauma or the insecurity is also all like stuck in some way, and you can use your body physically. For example, a lot of clients sometimes they cannot really name how they feel, and then I ask more about the physical sensations, like do you feel it in your chest, your head, is it like heavy, light, wide, tight, like how does that feel? And that's how they also start to get a better connection to themselves. And he did that first here, hey, where do you feel this in the body? And then he asked, what kind of advice would you give yourself, basically? And then she instantly was able to pop that out. Probably better if he would just instantly, randomly ask that. What's the advice you would give yourself? That would be probably a bit more harder. But here he made sure that she feels connected to herself first, and then evoke the insight by herself.
She's a very independent sort, so instead of me giving the advice, I wanted her to give the advice to her. Let's try something different. There's a magician. The magician can see the strategy nobody else sees.
Right.
The magician has fun with stuff that stresses out the warrior. Feel the quality of the magician. What's the quality of emotion different than the warrior? I'm curious. Can you feel the difference?
Calm.
Yes. And that's the piece you're missing right now.
I felt fortunate at the time because I knew that he was going to be sharing with me a gift that he gives to select people, and for him to take the time to go there with me made me feel really, really blessed.
The lover in you.
Yeah.
Where's the lover? Touch where the lover is.
Oh.
Okay, good. And the lover is what you really are.
Yeah.
You're driven by love. Even your customers, you're driven by love. It's very obvious. Some people say that.
Yeah.
You really are that. It's where you get your energy. It isn't just about business, it's about love. She loves her clients. She wants to see them have a beautiful life. And she's so busy running around doing everything that she kind of lost that connection. So I want to bring that connection back. As powerful as this woman is here, and I respect her immensely, this woman with tears in her eyes, she's the one who can penetrate anyone.
Thank you.
And you're being very vulnerable right now, but you're being connected to yourself.
Yeah.
And that feeling, that's what I want for you on this journey.
Yeah.
I've done this for 40 years with, tens of millions of people from 100 countries. So at this point I could be an idiot. I have to be able to notice there are patterns that make people angry or sad or frustrated. There are patterns that make people passionate or grateful or excited. And when you know what those patterns are and you see what they are, you know what to do to help people, just because I have, I got a lifetime's worth of experience. You don't have to give up any of that drive for you to have the quality of life you deserve.
Thank you.
And your family deserves.
Thank you.
I'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Nice, very fast-paced, optimistic coaching. I think very useful. Tony Robbins definitely knows what he's doing. An additional thought that we could add, just to take that into consideration, is, well, she apparently has this really high drive and high need for performance. And I would also wonder, as a psychologist, where is this coming from? Probably somewhere from her past, probably her childhood, probably something to do with her parents, mom, dad, siblings, where she noticed, oh, I don't feel 100% enough, but if I perform, then maybe I might be enough. And that's why she's focusing so much on that strategy, sometimes leaving other stuff behind her, even taking care of herself. She's kind of forgetting about that, just performing, wanting to be good enough. And that's also sort of a hamster wheel that she's apparently in there. And well, we could go back in time, take a closer look of this sort of trauma that she's having there and working that out. Tony Robbins doesn't use that approach so much. I think he's more like optimistic in the present moment, very resource oriented, like how do you feel, what kind of advice would you give yourself, let's move forward. And that's very helpful, and a lot of people just need that. They don't need to go to the past. But for some maybe, that's maybe helpful to take a closer look. But the most goal-oriented, motivating approach is definitely this one, and I think it helped her already at this point very much. All right. If you have other videos you want me to react to, leave a comment below, share them with me. If you have any other comments or questions, just leave them below. I read all the comments, and I wish you a good day. See you around. Bye.